Welcome back. We have a very special treat for you today. Bill Bonadio is here from Papadios to make us some dinner, some Friday night dinner.
Well, it's not Friday night, but it will be soon.
It will be.
Yeah. One of the recipes everybody asks me how to make is our chicken piccata, and it's pretty simple. You start with a fresh chicken breast. We're going to get it started here, and then we'll talk a little bit about the ingredients because it takes a few minutes.
Okay.
We're going to lightly flour a fresh chicken breast that we've pounded real thin so it cooks real easy.
Okay.
We'll get it started. The other ingredients we're going to need, that's about 1/3 of a cup of butter. We've got a fresh chicken breast that's lightly floured. We've got fresh mushrooms.
Okay.
We've got lemon. We've got capers.
Capers.
What are capers? I see them in everything, but what exactly are capers?
Kind of.
Well, you know, I always tell people they're pickled mustard buds, but what they truly are is an immature bud of a Capparis plant.
Okay.
And it's a very, very thorny plant. It goes way back. In fact, it's even mentioned about the flood with Noah.
Wow.
It goes way back in time. And then we have some very nice Chablis. Now, what I always tell people is, if you're not going to drink the wine that you're cooking with, don't use it.
Oh, okay.
You know, if it's good enough to drink, then it's good enough to cook with. And, of course, shallots.
Shallots.
Shallots are like a mini onion?
Well, it's a cross between onion and garlic.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a cross between onion and garlic.
Wow,
Okay.
I did not know
Yep,
that.
we're going to put those in right now
Okay.
and get this started. And then we're going to go ahead and put some mushrooms in so we can get those cooking.
That's interesting you say that, because I know a lot of people who get wine and they get the cheap stuff like, oh, we're just going to cook
Just
with
gonna
it.
cut- yeah.
If you're gonna, don't cook with it.
No.
If you're not going to drink it, then don't cook with
Well,
it.
that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
why would
it
you
does.
use something that isn't good enough to actually sit and drink to actually cook with your meal?
Very true.
Well, that's true. And, of course, it's always good to pair. A lot of people cook with the wine that they're going to have dinner with. Now, this goes very nice with a white Chardonnay.
Okay.
And so...
So this
That's
is one of your
quick.
specialties there at Papadios.
It is, and it doesn't take very long. We're going to go ahead and turn this down just a little bit. And we're going to get the mushrooms going on. And you know when chicken's ready, when it starts to turn white. So once it starts to turn white, you'll get it turned over. And we'll get it sizzling in there.
Okay.
It's always nice to cook with gas. I'm kind of a gas cook, so we're going to cook
Oh,
with
I
gas.
know.
We're going to add a little bit of capers.
Capers are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I call them pickled mustard buds, but I use them in everything. I use them in sauces. I use them in garnishes. They're really good.
Now, where did you learn how to cook? Is this something you grew up with?
Well, I'm a third-generation restaurateur.
Yeah.
And I've been doing Papadios since 1979. And one of the issues we're actually going to get to here in a little bit after the second segment is Janice's favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Janice goes there so much, she's got a favorite. And he knows
Yeah,
the favorite.
he knows.
It's like, oh, Janice is here, throw it on.
It's like automatic wine, and then my favorite dish.
Do you go back in the back and test the wine to make sure
No,
it's okay
I
for you?
should though.
I think you could trust him.
Yeah, he does a good job.
No,
without me.
yes, yeah, and has had the best Italian restaurant in town since
Yeah.
1979.
And this is a pretty traditional dish that anybody can make, really.
Well, it really is. And if you miss it on the show today, you can always go to the website, papadiosokc.com, and I actually have a video of it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
An instructional video.
You don't have to be a professional to do this.
Okay.
But if you want to see what it really tastes like, you have to come to Papadios.
Right,
Yeah.
of course.
So practice at home, try it, and then come in and see how yours compares to mine.
So you're not nervous about telling people how you do it?
No,
Oh, no?
absolutely not.
Well, see, that's confidence. I
secret.
like that. You know it's good.
Well,
Yeah.
I try to teach a lot of people how to cook because a lot of people ask me, and really cooking is not rocket science. If it was, I'd never get off the
Yeah,
ground.
well, yeah.
So.
A lot of people just don't want to do it themselves. They
Yeah.
want to go to a
No.
professional and have them do it better.
All right, we're going to go ahead and finish this up.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, while you do that, I think we're going to go take a little break, and we'll finish that up, and then we'll try out Janice's
Trias sauce.
specialty.
We'll make
Which
that
was
later.
an accident.
It was an accident. I'll tell you the story about the accident, about
Okay.
Trias sauce when we get back.
Okay, it's coming up here next. More Cooking with Papadios right after the break.
More home, less money, happy clients? You bet.
Very satisfied. I loved every bit of it. We had a lot of fun together building this house together.
Your home's in your hands. You build it.
We get it. Your time equals money. And if you can't get to work, you can't get paid. Why would you want to stay all day at a dealership? We hear you loud and clear, Oklahoma. Now you can shop from work or home. Just visit us at thekeyonline.com and complete our easy online application. It usually takes about 15 minutes. Once you're approved, you can select your vehicle from our online inventory and we'll have it waiting for you. And don't worry about bad credit financing. We do that too. The Key. Cars, loans, life.
Crafty chemical companies have deceived us for generations. Once you start using their furniture polishes, you have to keep adding more and more layers just to create a false shine.
Finally, there's a pure and simple furniture polish from a pure and simple people. Introducing Dutch Glow. Based on a century-old Amish woodworker's formula, it easily cleans, polishes, and nourishes all of the woodwork in your home.
The simple ingredients in Dutch Glow Amish Wood Milk break down years of wax buildup, revealing your furniture's natural glow.
Did you know most water rings are actually a discoloration in the wax buildup? Dutch Glow easily removes those embarrassing heat rings and watermarks.
And in the kitchen, it's like a magician on your cabinets, removing cooking grease, smoke stains, and fingerprints that build up over time.
Look how you can turn an antique flea market find into a gold mine.
Waxes and polishes can leave a sticky residue that attracts dust. So we cleaned half of this table and broke open a down pillow to show how Dutch Glow attracts less dust, so you'll clean less often.
My company cleans thousands of homes and offices every year, and we even trust Amish Wood Milk on painted wood surfaces because harsh chemical cleaners can etch painted wood over time.
When they're outside the lines, Dutch Glow comes through every time.
Use Dutch Glow on oak, cherry, pine, maple, teak, hickory, and on any painted wood surface too.
It'll also remove scuff marks from baseboards and cabinet doors. Join the generations of sportsmen that trust Amish Wood Milk for their wood. Call now and get your bottle of Dutch Glow for just $10. We'll also include a second bottle of Dutch Glow with our special wood floor nozzle. Just pay separate shipping and processing. But if you call right now, we'll even include our jumbo microfiber polishing cloth absolutely free. You get it all, a huge value. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-997-5790 and get 2 bottles of Dutch Glow for just $10 plus shipping and processing. That's 1-800-997-5790 or go to DutchGlow.com right now.
Better home, better price, happy client? You bet, with You Build It.
I would do this again in a heartbeat. Very satisfied.
Your home's in your hands. You build it.
Welcome back. We're here in the kitchen with Bill Bonadio from Papa Dio's on North May. Amazing Italian food, and you show us how to cook one of his specialties right now.
Yeah, well, we're finishing up the chicken piccata. I thought I'd mention a few other things. A lot of people ask me about mushrooms. You know, they always come dirty all the time. And people say, well, how do you wash mushrooms? Well, they actually make a mushroom brush. And if you don't...
They do?
Yeah, they make a mushroom brush.
Oh.
So you can brush all the dirt off.
Okay.
But
I wash mine.
Well, then you have to use them right away because they just get kind of yucky.
Oh.
They're kind of slimy because they're mostly water.
I just throw them in. I'm like, you know, the dirt will cook off.
Well, it will sometimes, and like to give you extra flavor.
Yeah.
But you can actually peel
the outer layer?
To peel the outer layer off.
Oh, I've never seen that before. See, that's why people come to you instead of doing this at home.
Well, it's just little tricks of the trade that you'll learn. So right now you have a nice peel, and it's all clean. You don't have to worry about any dirt at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, that is pretty amazing, and I love mushrooms. I've never thought about that
Ooh,
before.
And since we're going to head and go with chicken piccata today, I thought it was a white dish. I thought we'd mention a little bit about one of my favorite wines. It's Julian Chardonnay. You guys can sip a little bit while I'm finishing off.
Oh, great.
It's an oaky, buttery Chardonnay. There's a lot of different styles of Chardonnay, and usually with butter sauces, you want something oaky and buttery. But the thing to remember when picking a wine with dinner is drink what you like. It doesn't have to go along with what the dinner is. If you don't like a white wine, have a red wine.
And white rules.
There's no rules.
Okay.
It's drink what you like.
Okay.
That's the best thing
Tell
to do.
my mom that.
All right, we're going to go ahead.
I think that's a great rule.
We're going to go ahead and start your favorite.
Okay, so what is this? What is Janice's favorite?
All right, it's Trieste sauce. It was actually a mistake that happened at the restaurant one night. We were really busy, and I had a whole bunch of mistakes on the back table of the restaurant. I had some thick red sauce with some pasta. I had some pesto sauce on some pasta and an Alfredo sauce. And I was starving. I hadn't eaten all night long. So I went ahead and just threw them all together and mixed them up. There's Alfredo sauce. I just stuck them all in a skillet because they were all cold. And then I put some thick red sauce in there. And that's basically, now I got a tomato cream sauce. And I went, well, if I had some vodka, I could make a vodka sauce. And I said, well, now I
drank all the vodka.
I drank all the vodka. So let's put the pesto sauce in there because we had that all mixed up.
So you're 3 different sauces. You can get each one of these separately on pasta, but 3 of them different.
Right, because I had 3 sides of these same each individuals. So I threw them in a big skillet and heated them up because I was obviously starving. I had been busy all night and not been able to have any dinner or lunch for that matter. Sometimes you get too busy, you can't get a chance. So it's basically kind of a rose-colored sauce. And it's very tangy. Like I say, it's real similar to a vodka sauce.
Yeah.
So if you're a vodka sauce like her, then this is something that you'd like to try. And then we're going to go ahead and cook some pasta that we've done already al dente. We're going to go ahead and just dip it in the water just for a second.
The good thing about this sauce is it's not like real heavy. You know how like Alfredo's like, oh, my Alfredo baby.
Yes, the
and then
Alfredo
like,
baby.
It's not too tangy. It's just like perfect.
Yeah, I do like the idea of combining the three
Yeah.
sauces. So
Yeah.
I've never tried this before, so I'm very excited.
All right,
It's my
well,
favorite.
I'm
I said
excited.
that.
Is it on like the menu as Janice's favorite?
No, it should be though. It's Trieste. All right, we basically have our chicken cooked, our mushrooms are done, our capers, our shallots are in. We're going to go ahead and put in our Chablis.
Okay.
And we're going to reduce it down.
Okay.
And basically what you're doing is you're cooking off all the alcohol. So all the people out there that can't drink alcohol, well, we're cooking with alcohol, but we're not going to eat alcohol. We're actually going to go ahead and cook that all off, and we're going to get all the flavors and the characters of the wine.
Okay.
And the grape and all of its character, and we're going to go ahead and reduce it into the sauce.
Okay.
And it will thicken up. Now, if people have a problem thickening up sauce, you usually have a difference in your percentage of how much butter you have compared to how much wine. You can always add, again, you can't take away. So it's better to start with a little bit and then add to it if you need it.
Okay.
So if you start your reduction and you put a little bit of wine in and it starts to break, then add a little bit more wine.
Do you want more butter or more wine?
It has to be the same.
Oh, okay. They need. Okay.
Or as close to possible. And like I say, you can always get rid of the wine the more you cook it. So the more you cook it down, the more you...
Yeah, it's thickened. I mean, it's thickened up
Yeah,
a good
oh,
amount.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's basically pretty much the sauce right now.
Okay.
And you can make it as thick as you'd like. And you want to make sure that it's all swirled around so you get it on both sides of the chicken.
It smells like butter heaven.
Oh my gosh. And I've noticed everything you've cooked here is completely fresh. So I'm guessing everything at Papadillo's
Well, we get our
freshly
chicken
done.
We get our chicken in 3 times a week because it is fresh. And you know, the only thing that's the same after you freeze it and thaw it out is water.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
pretty much water is in everything, and once you freeze something, the water comes out of it. And
Yeah.
it's going to dry it up somewhat, and if you freeze it, it's going to dehydrate it because that's what a freezer does.
Oh.
So we try to use fresh as much as possible.
Yum, yum. Yeah, pour that bad boy right on top
yeah,
of there.
There you go.
I should have poured it the other way. So the
Oh my gosh.
There.
This is heaven. This is heaven. This is
So
fantastic.
that's chicken
Listen
piccata.
out.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and finish up our Trieste sauce and come
Yep.
over there with it here in just a second.
Yeah, this is the good part.
I know.
Well, I mean, it's all
can't
good,
wait to
but
try your favorite sauce too.
If you don't like it, lie to me right now. I'm just telling you, you better lie.
Don't worry.
I
Now,
will take serious offense.
if people haven't been to Papadillo's, are you guys open all week long? What are your hours?
Oh, we're open Monday through Saturday at 4:30. We do close Sundays and most major holidays. We do
it's a
take
family
reservations.
place.
It is. We have 2 dining rooms. You can
Yeah.
bring the kids and make a mess and come in your shorts and come in your warm-ups. And if you pay for a babysitter, we got a fine dining side. No kids allowed.
Ooh.
So if you're paying for a babysitter, you don't want to sit next to a screaming kid. So
I love
come
that.
for the wine bar side.
That
All
is a
right.
great idea, and hey, as someone who has a child, I don't want to go and sit around other kids
Yeah.
sometimes. So,
All right, you
yeah,
guys-
if I'm going to babysitter, I want to make sure I'm babysitter
Okay.
kid-free.
All right.
Okay, you
Try
try
that.
that. I'm going to try this.
I'll try the piccata.
You try the wine before and after and see what the difference in the flavor. And that's really how you
Okay.
pair wine, because it will bring the character of the wine out when you have it with the right food.
I love spaghetti, but I don't know if I've ever eaten it on TV and tried to look cool.
All right. Well, you noodled it up pretty good.
That's amazing. Yeah, you wouldn't know it. I'm from an Italian family, so I mean, I grew up on it.
You
People look
are?
at me, you're like, what? You're mostly Italian? They have no idea. Yeah, I'm kind of an Italian food snob. That's why I love your place. It's amazing. And that, wow. I see why that's your favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
just one of 13 different sauces I've got on the menu. I've got 164 items. I've got chicken, I got shrimp, I got 5 different kinds of lasagna.
Do you really?
5 different kinds and 6 different kinds of raviolis.
Wow.
And mixed with all the sauces, you can pretty much make it whatever you want.
That's fantastic.
And I tell my staff, if someone comes in and doesn't want something, say, hey, whatever you want. Our motto is, we cook for money.
See?
So, whatever you guys
We
want, we'll
cook
make
for
it.
money.
That's what we do.
why you need to go to a good Italian restaurant. Thank you so much for coming in. We
Thank you
really
very much.
appreciate it.
All right.
I'll try this. when
Go
I'm
ahead,
break.
you go ahead. I'll tease while you eat that like you've never had it before.
Mind
Coming
your
up
mind.
here next, we're going to chat about ducks. You can do your part to help the duck population, and Janice is going to do her best duck call. And more music from the Blue Society. Keep it right here.